Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK back at you with another video here for the NBA main site here on Tuesday. We only got two games, so real quick, let's see what we did last night. So a little disappointing night last night. If you guys watched the video yesterday, you guys knew I liked the Golden State and Clippers game, but you guys also knew that I said Klay Thompson's going to have one or two of those big games in the playoffs. Unfortunately for me, one of those games was yesterday where Klay just couldn't miss. So kind of limited the other starters for Golden State, who I stacked with KD, Draymond, and Steph. KD was still pretty solid. Draymond was okay. Steph was all right. But if Klay didn't take over, it could have been a much better game for some of these Golden State guys. And then Lou Williams, also very disappointing. But Golden State, they just zoned in on stopping him. They would literally double team him at the top of the key and make him pass the ball. So they basically just said, we're gonna make the other guys beat us, and it worked. So a good defensive strategy, but yeah, tough for Lou Williams because again he got double teamed like every single possession. Corey Joseph, that was just a salary relief play. Definitely wouldn't recommend that. Bogut was solid at 4.7. JaMychal Green, another guy who I liked, value play, a little disappointing for his time. Normally he's more of a high usage guy when he's out there, but didn't have the best game. Then Enes Kanter was okay. But yeah, a frustrating night. Take the L and let's move on. See if we can get back on the winning track here tonight for this two-game slate. So, two games, Milwaukee, Detroit, and Houston, Utah. Both Detroit and Utah on the brink of elimination here, down 3-0. So, let's jump right into it. Harden at 10.5. Perfectly fine here as one of your spend ups here on the slate. Probably prefer him a little bit to Giannis, just because the minutes here. In the last game against Utah, he shot the ball 3 of 20, still put up 56 fantasy points. Now, I did have 6 steals, but still, this guy can still get you there, even on a bad shooting night. So I do like Harden as a spend up. Down to Mitchell, been a little up and down. Finally had a good game in the series. Last game, put up 57 fantasy points. Have no issue here. Again, Utah, they're about down 3-0. They need to win, so I think Donovan Mitchell really solid play here at 7.9. Chris Paul is just really hasn't flashed the upside. I would say more just a cash game play here at 7K. Yeah, I don't mind him. Bledsoe at 6.8. The minutes, I haven't really been. I would like it more if he's playing in 35 or so minutes, but he's playing in 25 to 30 minutes. 6.8K. I think he's perfectly okay, but probably not the way I'm gonna go. Rubio, I do like here at 5.9. Just a guy that fills up the stat sheet. So yeah, again, Utah, they need to win. So I think Ricky Rubio is a pretty solid play there at 5.9. Reggie at 5.1. I guess he's okay. It's just the minutes, 22, 25. Did play 30 last time out, but he's never a guy that's going to play huge minutes. But at 5.1K, you don't really need him to do too much. So I think he's okay. But Blake Griffin being back does hurt Reggie a bit. Then George Hill, 3.9. Again, Bledsoe's kind of been limited. There has been some blowouts, but George Hill has still been playing consistent minutes, 23, 26, 23. He's going to play right around those 20 or so minutes. At 3.9K, I think he's a pretty solid value play. Ish Smith at 3.8. Another guy you could look to as a value play. I'd probably prefer George Hill a little bit, but don't mind Ish there. Let's move on to shooting guard. Middleton here at 6.5. Another guy I'm just like, him and Bledsoe are okay. Probably would just rather pay up for Giannis, but I don't mind Middleton. Joe Ingles at 5.3 just hasn't really flashed the upside here. Now, if his shot's falling, he definitely does have 40 fantasy point upside, but probably not the way I'm going to go. Luke Kennard at 4.9. The thing I like is the minutes. 35 and 37 minutes the last two games. If he's going to continue to play those type of minutes, you definitely got to consider him here at 4.9. Eric Gordon at 4.7. Another guy who I do like the minutes here. 30, 31, 30, 38 minutes last time out. He's more of a scoring dependent guy. If the shot's not falling, he can hurt you. But I think he's perfectly fine here as a mid-tier to value play type guy. Wayne Ellington, another guy who kind of scoring dependent. 4.3. I guess he's okay. Then we get to Pat Connaughton at 4.2. a lot of these Bucks, they're playing a pretty, balanced rotation here. 28, 31, 26 minutes. Should play right around 25 to 30 minutes at 4.2K. A guy that fills up the stat sheet. I do like him quite a bit here as a value play. All right, let's move on to small forward. Giannis at 10.2. Kind of had an off day. Last game against Detroit, only played 28 minutes. The thing that concerns me with him is the minutes. I know these first two have been blowouts. Last one was close to for a little bit there, but still only played 28 minutes. At 10.2, he does have some upside, but I probably prefer Harden as a spend up, but don't mind Giannis. So you already talked about all these guys. PJ at 4.5. I liked him more when he was like 3.4. At 4.5, I still think he's okay. He's gonna play big minutes. So yeah, I don't mind him. Let's see. Jay Crowder. Just not seeing enough minutes from me to consider him. All right, let's move on to power forward here. Blake Griffin, Detroit. They're in a must-win situation. He did play last time. Played 31 minutes. Played pretty well. I know the matchup not the best against Milwaukee, but they're gonna need Blake to play all the minutes he can handle. 7.7K. That's too cheap. So I do like Blake Griffin a good amount here. Derrick Favors got benched last time. Only played 15 minutes. 5.7K. I don't think I can go there. Mirotic, Ilyasova, two guys you could definitely consider as value plays here. Ilyasova playing a little more minutes, but a little lower usage. Mirotic, a little less minutes, but he's more high usage. So, if you go more of a stars and scrub approach, you could consider one of those guys. And then center, Drummond at 8.4. Really hasn't looked good in this series. Again, Detroit, they have to win tonight to stay alive. Brook Lopez, not the best defender, so I don't mind Drummond here at 8.4. Him and Blake Griffin seem underpriced for sure. Rudy Gobert really has not looked that good in this series, surprisingly. Capella, not the best defender, but Gobert just, he just really hasn't flashed the upside. I think he still has it at 7.5K. I think he's underpriced, so I do like Gobert, but yeah, he really hasn't flashed upside in this series. Brook Lopez definitely been outplaying Andre Drummond here. The thing I do like is the minutes. 34 minutes last two games. He's a guy that if his shot's falling, he has some pretty big upside. So I don't mind Brook at all there. And then below that, for Reed, I guess you could look at his value play, but I don't really think we have to go anywhere below that. So yeah, I think that's about it. 2-game slate. Again, Detroit and Utah, they're in must-win scenario. So, yeah. I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you have enjoyed the content, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. So also important to follow me on Twitter. That will be in the description below. I'll give my thoughts as more news comes out throughout the day. Really, the only news we're waiting on here is Blake Griffin, but he's probable. I do fully expect him to play. So, yeah. I'll be back for another video on Tuesday, so I'll see you guys then.